Welcome back to Mental Math. Here's a neat algebra problem. We're given that x plus y equals 5, and x cubed plus y cubed equals 35. The question is, what's x times y? At first glance, this seems like we don't have enough information, but there's an elegant path through this. The key here is finding the right bridge between what we know and what we're looking for. And that bridge happens to be one of those classic algebraic identities, the sum of cubes formula. This formula tells us how to break apart something like a cubed plus b cubed. It factors into a plus b times a slightly more complicated piece, a squared minus ab plus b squared. It's one of those formulas worth memorizing because it shows up all the time. So when we apply this to our specific case with x and y, we get this factored form. Now, here's where things get interesting. We know from the problem that x cubed plus y cubed is 35. And we also know that x plus y is 5. So let's plug those values in. After we substitute those values, we get 35 equals 5 times this whole expression, x squared minus xy plus y squared. Let's clean this up a bit by dividing both sides by 5. 35 divided by 5 gives us 7. So we've got 7 equals x squared minus xy plus y squared. We're making progress, but we still need to somehow extract xy from this mess. The problem is, we have x squared and y squared showing up here, and we don't know what those are individually. But there's another identity that can help us out. You probably remember this one from algebra. When you square x plus y, you get x squared plus 2, x to q plus y squared. It's the classic binomial square formula. What's useful here is that we can rearrange this to isolate x squared plus y squared. If we subtract 2xy from both sides, we get x squared plus y squared in terms of things we actually know or are trying to find. Perfect. All right, we've got all the pieces we need. Time to put them together. Let's go back to that equation we had before. I'm just going to rearrange this slightly to group x squared and y squared together. And now we can use that second identity to replace x squared plus y squared. Watch what happens here. After this substitution, everything is expressed in terms of x plus y and xy. That's exactly what we want. And we know from the problem that x plus y is 5, so let's substitute that in. So now we have 7 equals 5 squared minus 2x, y minus xy. Let's work out 5 squared first. That's 25. Now we can combine those xy terms. Negative 2, x, y minus another x, y gives us negative 3x, y. We're almost there. To isolate xy, let's add 3xy to both sides. That moves the xy term to the left and makes it positive. And let's get that 7 over to the other side by subtracting it from both sides. So we get 3x, y equals 25 minus 7. Let's do that subtraction. That's 18. One more step. We just divide both sides by 3 to get xy by itself. So xy equals 18 divided by 3. And there we have it. The product xy equals 6. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this problem, give it a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.